I started selling a lot of stuff on eBay back in the 90s, believe it or not. It's crazy. I've been on eBay like I think like 26 years, which is insane. I
Wow.
call up eBay and the lady, usually the VA's on the phone. They're like, "Oh my God, you've been on eBay so long." So eBay is kind of one of like the coolest platforms. They're like really, they want to help you. You're not the enemy. Like a lot of these other, marketplaces that you call up, like, you don't really, not really nice to you and they don't bend the rules. But eBay's pretty cool. So back in the 90s, like we didn't have smartphones. So I used to just take a regular digital. These were the days like the digital cameras just came out, and we had like cards or like these really big like cards, like, and they weren't even SD cards. I don't even remember what they were called, SSID cards, something like that. And I would put ads in the newspaper looking for like robot toys. I wouldn't say Transformers or anything like that because they used to sell Transformers on eBay, and eBay just came out I think in like '98. And I used to put ads out there. I go to like flea markets, a little bit of what like Gary V's doing now. Like he's doing like a vlog. He's telling people, yeah, you can make 100,000 a year selling stuff like I did. Like now it's really easy because all you do is cross-reference the products. Like back in the 90s was difficult because it was the beginning. You got to get a USB cable, hook it up to the computer, download the photos. Like it was a task. Like the form for eBay was huge. It was like 2 pages. There was subcategories. Like now it's easy. You have an app, you upload it, you find the symbol, and you're done, right? So back then it was difficult. And I started selling toys. I'd go to people's houses, buy their toys, and I was making some really good money, like really good money, because you know I was at that point that the '80s were over. People were looking for like toys in the '80s, and it was like the late '90s. So I hit it like really well. And the internet was in its infancy, really. No one was really online. This was like the days of AOL, and dial-up. So it was a fun time. So I started doing eBay. I was an eBay guy. It was the first way to get on. And then I transitioned into buying cars that were like smacked up and totaled.